This is the tale of the fisherman and his wife. There once was a fisherman and his wife who lived in a hovel near the sea. They lived far away from the village in a place of quiet, and except for the waves of the sea rolling against the sandy shores for company, they only had each other. They were poor in possessions, and their home was small, but they were warm, and they had what they needed. Good morning, my dear. Thank you so much for my wonderful breakfast of fish stew. I must go to the shore to gather my daily catch, and hopefully today I'll get enough fish for our dinner and to sell at market as well. Fish, fish, and more fish. I hope he catches more than enough to sell so that we can buy something to eat other than fish. Well, it's time to go weed my garden. There's no sense in moping around. Oh, I hope that I have a good day fishing. It would make so much of a difference to my dear wife. She works so hard, and I'd love to give her nice things. But the fish in this part of the sea seem to be quite smart. It almost seems like they are ignoring my net. I usually only get enough fish to keep us fed, no more. So the fisherman spent the entire morning casting his net into the sea. You see, nothing this morning, boys and girls. Let's hope that I can catch something this afternoon. I can't go home empty-handed. Oh, oh, boys and girls, there is something in my fishing net. It's really big. I hope I am strong enough to land it. Maybe if I tug real hard. Oh my goodness. I've never seen a fish like this before. And you'll never see a fish like me again, I'm quite sure. Did you say something? Of course he didn't say anything. He's a fish. I did say something. And yes, I am a fish. But I am also an enchanted wizard stuck in this form right now. I will ask you to put me back in the ocean, please. I still have some of my magic, but I don't want to hurt you. So please, be a good man and let me go. Let you go? Of course I'm going to let you go. Why, of course? Because I've never met a talking fish before, and I've never seen a fish like you before. I'm certainly not going to eat you. It is plain to me that you are not an ordinary fish, so back into the ocean you go. Wait, my dear fisherman, I thank you for your good deed and for your good heart. Is there anything that I can do for you to pay you back for your kindness? Is there anything you can do for me? All of my powers seem to work, except for that which allows me to return to my original form as a man. I'm not sure why that's not working. Well, I would wish that for you. But for myself, I have everything I could need. I wish nothing for myself. But I do wish I could do something for my wife. I'm not sure what that might be because I'm not sure exactly what she would want. Once you throw me back in the ocean, go home and ask her what she wishes for. If she gives you a wish, come back and call to me, and I will grant your wish. Oh, thank you very much. I'm sure she will be much excited. I'll go home and tell her right now. Oh, should I fish some more? Or should I go tell my wife? Oh, I'm so excited. I must go home and tell her right away. My dear, why are you home so early? Are you all right? You'll never believe what happened to me. I caught a fish. Isn't that why you went fishing? And just one fish? I don't see any fish. No, I threw him back. Wait, I'm telling this story badly. I caught a magic fish, a talking fish. Are you sure you're all right? Yes, I am. Listen, I caught a fish who talked to me. He explained that he was an enchanted wizard who couldn't change out of his fish form. He still has some magic, and he offered me a reward for throwing him back in the ocean. But there was nothing I needed, so I threw him back. What? I threw him back. Not that. I told him there was nothing I needed. Yes, this story of yours is so very hard to believe. A magical talking fish. I think you've been in the sun too much. But if it's real, I cannot believe that you said there was nothing you needed. Can you not think of anything to wish for? I certainly can. That's what I told the fish, that I would like to do something for you. For me? Yes. And the fish said if you had a wish, I could simply call for him at the shore and he would come and grant the wish. Your wish. So what would you wish for? Oh, let me see. I'd like a nicer house and more and different food and not to work so hard. That's 3 wishes. I only want to ask him for one. Well, then you should wish for a nice little farmstead with everything on it. That would give us good food and a warm, snug home. Yes, that should do it. Okay, I'll go back to the shore right now and tell the fish your wish. Do that and take that fishing net with you. If the wish is granted, I'll come to the shore and I'll tell you. And if it's not, then catch a fish for our dinner and don't throw it back this time. On the sands by the deep blue sea, my wife has asked me to call to thee. Come back to me, good magic fish, and fulfill your promise of a wish. Oh, yes. Hello, my friend. Your wife has decided on a wish? Yes, she has. And it is a large wish, I must say. She would like to have a nice little farmstead and all that goes with it. Oh, that's easy enough for me to do. Her wish is granted. Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how much I thank you. Are you sure there's nothing that you wish for? Oh, no. This will make her so happy. Thank you again. Then it is time for you to go home and see her wish. Oh, I'm afraid to go home right now. I guess I'll just fish a while until my wife comes to tell me that the wish came true, or until I catch a fish. But no fish were biting in the afternoon either. And finally, the fisherman could not wait any longer to see if the wish was granted. He guessed it wasn't, since his wife didn't come to the shore. So he went home to face her. Oh, my dear wife, the fish did grant your wish. Why didn't you come to the shore to tell me? You said you would come and tell me. Just look around you. When the wish was granted, the house changed and so did the yard. Then this pig appeared and he was hungry. And then the chicken hatched, and neither of them would let me near the gate. I had to make sure they weren't going to ruin the garden. When she gets older, her eggs will need to be gathered, and there is now so much more work to do in the garden, to plant and to water and to weed and harvest. But you got what you wanted, a snug house and all the food you could want, and I will help you. But I didn't want to work so hard. There is so much more work to do right now, even with two of us. Oh, why didn't I wish for help? I was so rushed I didn't think things through before I gave you my wish. Ooh, I have an idea. I can wish for help. I am sure that the fish would grant that, seeing as you were so kind to them. But I don't like to do that, my dear. He's already fulfilled his promise. Well, it can't hurt to ask. He can only say no. Go back and wish that we had a manor house and all that accompanies it. And that way we'll have people living on our lands to do all the work, along with the good food and the warm home and lots of nice things. Well, if you really want me to, I'll do it. I just feel so ungrateful. We are not ungrateful. We are just being realistic. We need help. We? On the sands by the deep blue sea, my wife has asked me to call to thee. Come back to me, good magic fish, and redo your granting of the wish. My friend, redo? I'm so sorry, magic fish. My wife has asked if she can change her wish, as she did not think it through before she made it. She asks that instead of a farmstead, she would like a manor house and everything that goes with it. Go home, my friend. Her wish is granted. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. I did not want you to think me ungrateful. Oh, I don't think that. And I will ask you a second time, is there anything you wish for? Oh, again, no. I know this will make her happy. Thank you again, Magic Fish, and thank you for understanding. The fisherman headed home, knowing that this time the wish would be granted. He was not sure what he would find, but he did not expect that he would be walking through a small village full of people before he reached his new manor house and his wife. Well, hello, lady of the manor. Is this everything you wished for? You surely have plenty of help for your gardens and animals now. Ah, the gardens and animals were nothing. Do you know, you've only been gone for 2 hours, and no less than 10 people have come to me with things they need. For themselves, for the manor house, for the farms and the animals. I have been answering so many questions that my head is spinning. Oh, I'll help you, my dear. I did not know that it was so hard to take care of people's needs. So much harder than I ever imagined. Oh, why didn't I wish to have people who manage the people? Oh, I don't like the look you have, my dear. Oh, husband, would you please go back to the fish and wish for that? Wish for what? Wish that I were a queen and all that goes with it. In addition to good food and a warm castle and nice things, we would have advisors and servants who would take care of the workers, and manor lords and ladies, and farms and animals, and we wouldn't have to answer questions and make decisions. I'm not sure it works like that. Please, it would make me so happy. All right, if it'll make you happy. On the sands by the deep blue sea, my wife has asked me to call to thee. Come back to me, good magic fish, and amend your granting of the wish. And my dear friend, what am I amending in the wish? I'm so sorry, Magic Fish, that I have to ask for more. My wife would like to be a queen instead of the lady of the manor, so that she has people to help with the people. She said that she would like everything that goes with being a queen. Go home, my friend. Her wish is granted. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure that you should thank me. And I ask you a third time, is there anything that you would wish for? Oh, no, no. I believe that she will be happy. I hope she will be happy. The fisherman walked slowly back to where the manor village had been. In its place was a gated city, and in the middle, a castle. People were hurrying here and there, and it was so loud that he could no longer hear the rolling of the waves on the sea. Oh, Your Majesty, aren't you happy with your wish? Is this all you hoped it would be? You now have everything you could possibly want here. Stop, husband! Don't be so foolish. How could this possibly make me happy? I just had an advisor come to say that there are people here who need my judgment. More questions to answer, more things to decide. I asked him, "Isn't that your job?" And he told me that I was the one that must make sure that everything goes well in the kingdom. That I am the one who must care for everyone and everything in it. Oh, you know I'll help you, dear. I have been thinking about what my wish should have been all along, and I think I've figured it out. You are to go back to that fish and tell him that I want to be not just a queen, a ruler on earth, but also of the sun and the moon and the stars as well, of the entire universe, and then I will have the power to arrange things the way I want them. Oh, my dear, I could never ask for that. As your queen, I order you to go. I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, boys and girls, I really don't want to do this. On the sands of the deep blue sea, my wife has asked me to call to thee. Come back to me, good magic fish, and transform the granting of the wish. And just what does she want me to transform now? Oh, magic fish, it hurts me to say that my wife is still not happy. She asks that she be the ruler of the universe, of the earth and the sun and the moon and the stars, and she believes she will be happy if she has that power. I cannot believe she would ask for that. And I am asking you for a final time. Is there anything that you wish for? Oh, I only wish that she could be happy. My friend, your wish is granted. My wish? My wish? Oh, my dear husband, where are you? My dear, where are you? Oh, there you are. Husband, everything is gone. Our old house is back. Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry. Oh, don't be sorry. As soon as I sent you away with my last wish, I realized that if I got my wish, I would be the one who had to take care of the entire universe. I couldn't even take care of a larger garden and a chicken and a pig and a farmstead. But I can take care of my small garden and our little house, and I can cook the fish you catch. And that is enough for me. It makes you happy? Yes, it does. It makes me happy. Come on home. Thank you, fish. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Oh dear, what's happening to me? Oh, oh, I'm finally myself again. Well, being a fish was certainly an experience, but I think I know now why I couldn't change back into myself. I had something important to do first. It's a very good thing that I am not in charge of the universe. And it is a very great thing that the fisherman's wife isn't in charge either.